Good morning. Welcome to the TLC Learning Center Far Away Soirée virtual event. My name is Matt Eldred and I'm the Executive Director of TLC Learning Center, and I'm really glad to be with you today. We're so glad you've joined us this morning. We look forward to spending some time with you to share a little bit about the story of TLC Learning Center. We know that you will learn some things today, and we want to thank you in advance for your support, your contributions, and for participating in our auction. We just want to make sure and remind you that you want to tune in to the end of our presentation this morning, where we are going to randomly draw a name and give away a hot air balloon ride for two. So stay tuned till the end of our program this morning for your chance to win.
The Lila Jean TLC car, getting ready to deliver our hot air balloon ride for two to the winner of our drawing. Stay tuned till the end to see if you are the winner. You go. I think. Left or right?
300, pretty good 4, pretty good 5, pretty good $600, now 7, pretty good 800. Good morning, folks. O.J. Pratt from Pacific Auction, letting you know about some special items coming up in our virtual online auction. Now, you've got trips to Tuscany, you've got Fisherman's Retreat, but here's the thing, there's only about 20 minutes left to bid. You are a TLC supporter and you're here to help TLC. We didn't get to do some of our other events, so here's your chance. Jump in and bid, get something great for your efforts, and help TLC fund our great services.
For those of you that don't know, the mission of TLC Learning Center is to provide, in a fiscally responsible manner, high-quality, comprehensive, early childhood education programs and therapeutic services to assist each and every child to reach his or her highest potential. I want to introduce you to a very special family at TLC Learning Center. The Michalak family have been at TLC Learning Center since their child was born, and now they're here in preschool, and they've been with us for the last 2 or 3 years in our preschool program. Let's listen to Eric and Carolyn Michalak and their daughter.
A few words about TLC and what they've done for us and what they continue to do for the community.
Hi, I'm Caroline Michalak.
And I'm Eric Michalak.
We're introduced to TLC Learning Center and came to be a part of TLC Learning Center's community through a referral. My daughter was born, and I get all emotional really early. So we started doing like feeding and making sure she met all her milestones, which she did. So it was just a kind of a foot in to be part of your community. Everett's now 5.5 and been working with you guys, since 6 or 9 months.
Yeah.
So starting with feeding, rolling over, just very, those basic things, and making sure she's meeting all her milestones, which she did, and it was so important for us to do that. We then moved into some speech therapy, which was amazing with Grace Levasseur and fawn working at the home, and then when she started preschool working with Miss Mia, and just seeing how far she's come is just insane. We've been here this will be our 3rd year, and we've had the pleasure to work with Miss Mary Beth, Miss Melinda, Miss Kathy, and yeah, it's just such a privilege to be here. The things that we love most about TLC is their inclusive model, their Pyramid Plus approach. I mean, it really takes a village. Not only do they support Everett Pearl, but also, Eric, my husband, and myself. Just knowing that all differences are valued is just so really important, and especially in the society and world we live in now.
I'd love to add on to that. TLC has offered us not only support with, the educational aspect, we've gotten financial support, which we could have never been able to do, and that's been a blessing in many ways. When we first started seeing Sherry, it was kind of something that we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know exactly what it was going to look like, how long we were going to be doing it, and I think that we definitely got pulled into the family, and I call it family because that's what TLC has become. We've met a lot of people, we've met a lot of friends. It's helped build an environment that I believe not only for her development but also for our development as parents. I definitely think that with as many options as there are out there for education, I think that without the right steps in the right direction, I think it's hard to make the correct choices for your child, and I think that TLC has helped give us the tools to make those informed decisions.
She started preschool, I think, right before she turned 3, and she was, just her speech, motor skills, body awareness. Her vocabulary now is just out of control. Was so timid when she first came. Loud noises, outside stimulus. She'd walk into like a transition into a different room, or leaving a party, or going to a party, or just changing environments. She would put her hands, and she doesn't do that anymore. She's so outgoing.
I'd say without the support of donors in the community, TLC would have a lot more of an uphill battle being the environment that it needs to and can be. And I think that with that support, like so many things that I've said today, it's all been a blessing. And that support is a blessing. And we've been to 2 Christmas tree festivals now, and just seeing the turnout and the emotion and just being in that environment, you really, it's something to experience. It really is. It's almost something you can't put into words. It's almost something you have to experience, and you have to hear the stories, and you have to see, and you have to, and it's like when you have children in this environment, it's such a huge deal. It really is. It's life-changing. Absolutely.
And I don't think we'd have that opportunity to, or ever would have that opportunity without the kind donors.
Yeah, absolutely.
During the first annual TLC Learning Center Far Away Soirée, our goal is to raise $25,000 throughout our broadcast this morning, as well as through donations that have come in prior to the event.
probably should have turned right.
Good morning again, OJ Pratt. You got to know there are only 15 minutes left to bid. 15 minutes is all to support the great programming here at TLC, but great items for you to get as your reward for supporting us. We've got a unique opportunity for a pheasant hunt out at Still Roving Farms. You can't buy that anywhere except right here in today's event. We've got a rare bottle of Whistle Pig Rye whiskey in there as well. Fisherman's Retreat, other trips, a trip to Orlando. Get in and bid, 15 minutes, and that's all.
Welcome back. Thank you to our sponsors who supported this event. I want to take a minute to introduce Biff Chrisman, the president of the TLC Learning Center Board of Directors. Biff is in his 7th year as a TLC board member. Currently, we have 11 board members at TLC Learning Center. We are always looking for a diverse group of folks to represent the TLC Learning Center Board of Directors as advocates in our community. So thank you to Biff and the TLC Learning Center Board of Directors. Here's Biff.
My name is Biff Chrisman. I've been on the board for 7.5 years. I'm currently the president of the board of directors. I have a long-standing relationship with TLC, being a Longmont native, knowing people who have gone in and out of TLC for the past 35 years. It's a real pleasure to be involved with the center. I'm usually at TLC once or twice a week, checking in with staff, talking with Matt, checking on the progress of our new roof. I'm fortunate to have 2 nephews here at TLC, and I always make a point to stop into their classrooms and say hi. And it's pretty special when I walk in, the whole classroom says, "It's Uncle Biff," or "Hi, Uncle Biff." So in reality, I feel like I have a whole center full of nieces and nephews. I'm here on behalf of our entire board to thank you, the viewers and supporters of TLC. We hope to see you soon at one of our next events.
And now I want to introduce you to another special family at TLC Learning Center. The Lavasser family, Grace and her children, have been here for the last few years, but their story is a little bit unique. Grace came to us with 1 child. She became a speech therapist here at TLC Learning Center, had another child, and remains a speech therapist here at TLC Learning Center. Let's listen to Grace's story.
TLC helped us feel connected during the initial shutdown in lots of ways. My name is Grace Lavasser, and I'm a speech language therapist at TLC Learning Center. I have 2 young daughters, Daphne 4, Esme a 1.5 years, and they've been attending this school, and I've been working here for almost 5 years. I had been working through different school districts, and then I decided to have a family. So when I had my first daughter, Daphne, we found TLC. It was a nice place for us because I could work in a setting where I felt like I was making progress with children, and I also had a childcare opportunity. In fact, discounted childcare because I work here. So it gave me a lot of flexibility, and it opened up a lot of opportunities to see children in a variety of settings. TLC has benefited my family in a lot of ways. My older daughter receives speech therapy and occupational therapy, so on the parent side of it, I feel like I get a lot of helpful suggestions and intervention support and communication. But on top of that, there's just the community where the culture is that you're not alone and that best interests are for your child and for you as a parent. What I love most about TLC Learning Center is the community. I think that can be hard to find these days, and I think the TLC community is strong and forward-thinking and supportive. So for those of you that don't know much about TLC or those interested in supporting us, something that's wonderful about TLC is that we're a model for how early childhood education can look like. From top to bottom, from admin to therapy to teachers, the priority is children first, and the way that it exemplifies that is that it's a model for having transdisciplinary team meetings, frequent communication with families, and a loving, safe environment. I'm proud to work at TLC. I'm proud and feel secure that my children go here, and I would recommend it to anyone near and far. When the state closed down, I was happy at how TLC managed that crisis. I thought the priority seemed to be not only safety, but also keeping our employees hired and also keeping families in the loop. There was a phrase that stuck with me, and it was quality over content. In terms of when we were encouraged to reach out to families, make sure the family felt connected rather than pressured to do this, that, and the other. Ways that we were encouraged to stay engaged looked like on the therapy end, we just went on and running. We started with therapy and we learned an entire new mode of services very quickly. Overall, I think TLC managed a very fine line of safety and connectedness and encouraged frequent communication, like we hope to continue as things change every day.
With our first annual TLC Learning Center Far Away Soirée, all the funds raised today will go directly towards scholarships so that children and families can access the services here at TLC Learning Center.
Again, 5 minutes is all there is remaining for you to get in and bid on great packages, great local items. 5 minutes to help the programming here at TLC with your dollars, but also you get rewarded. A trip to Orlando for 2. I mentioned the trip to Tuscany. There's fishing trips, there's hunting trips, great items. Get in and bid. Only 5 minutes left. You don't want to miss out.
These are extraordinary times at TLC Learning Center. During the COVID-19 shutdown, we knew that there were about 70% of the needs met for early childhood education in Boulder County. That means that only 70% of our children were in some kind of care and ready for kindergarten. There was still a huge need. Now that we are in the COVID-19 pandemic, we know that only 30% of the existing child care centers have been able to open. We're very fortunate that TLC Learning Center was able to reopen, and with the donations of our sponsors and supporters just like you, we've been able to maintain full staff and bringing back 80% of our children and serving 90% of our children in therapeutic services. But we're not done. We want to do more. So we're really excited today to be able to offer opportunities for you to get involved, to continue to grow the services here at TLC Learning Center so that we can better serve the Longmont community in Boulder County. All right, it is time to do the drawing for the hot air balloon ride for 2. I have all of the participants and registered folks for the Far Away Soirée in my jar here. We're going to draw out the winner, and I recognize this name. I know this family. Cody and Ashley Brooks, you're the winner. We're headed to your house right now to give you the hot air balloon ride for 2.
$3,000, $3,500. How about $4,000? Folks, this is it. This is a hard close. So in about a minute, This auction's going to close and you'll miss your opportunity to not only get great rewards for your hard-earned dollars, but to support the programming here at TLC. So get in and bid, enter those last-minute bids. Money's no object. Jump in and bid. Great items from Tortugas, from Woodley's Fine Furniture, some of our great local supporters. So get in now. Right now, it's your last and final opportunity for this event. So we are closing this auction in 10 seconds. That's right, 10, 9, 8, 7, you can still bid, 6, 5, up those bids right now, 4, 3, 2, 1. The auction is closed. Thank you so much for your support of our event. We'll see you down the road. Thanks again.
All right, folks, we're just down the street from Cody and Ashley Brooks' house, where we're going to award them with the hot air balloon ride for 2. We're at the Brooks house to give them the hot air balloon ride for 2. Let's see if they're home. Is that Layla?
Don't do it.
Hi! Is this the Brooks house?
It is.
We have a special prize for you.
What is it?
You are the winner of the hot air balloon ride for 2.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
We have not.
Well, you are going to get to go on a hot air balloon ride for 2.
How exciting.
Isn't
Thank
that
you.
fun?
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hi.
Peyton and Sue and Grayson. Wow, we're so excited.
Thank you.
Thanks for registering for the Far Away Soirée.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was a fast few minutes. I hope that you were encouraged and excited and uplifted as I was with watching what we have just seen from our TLC parents, staff, our board, as well as watching the barometer grow as donations have come in. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for supporting TLC Learning Center. We really hope to be together in person very soon. But until then, thank you for supporting TLC. Thank you for being a part of this community. And thank you for helping us continue to uphold the mission of TLC Learning Center to help each and every child reach their highest potential.